Oh, hey. What are you guys doing there? Good morning. Going to take the chickens out and get ready for our vision board assemblage project. Why don't you walk with me to get the chickens out with Louie? And hey, wait, whoa, look at that. It's a new fence. Built the fence after school yesterday. Give you a little heads up on the craftiness. Look at this. This little guy. Hey, there it is. Opening. Come on, Louie. Not the smartest dog in the world. There you go, boy. New fence, doesn't really know how it works. But yeah, just a little redwood. This, that, and the other thing. Some corner supports. See that? What I like to do when I have my drill spots in the top, I like to fill them because I don't want them to sit with water. So I just put a little wood filler in those. Oh, there they are. Let's see my my hinge. My hinges are bolt hinges, and I put them straight through. They're long. They're like 8 inches long. Goes straight through into my garage. Bolted in on the other side. Little mechanism like that. Pretty cool. And then I had to figure out something to do over here. They got this old fence, right? And there was a big gap. So I took some old wood that I found, secured it over here. It's not the permanent, because eventually I want to redo this whole fence, but I needed something, see? And so then this, there it is. I might make a little metal hook to grab this thing. And yeah, that's my little fence to keep, mostly to keep Blue Dog out from bugging the chickens. So yeah, that was yesterday's craft project. I was gonna do the whole thing with you guys, but it's kind of hard to work and have two hands. I figured I'd just show you the end product. And so yeah, there it is. The cool thing about these hinges too is you can just take the fence right off if you ever need to. Just bloop, right off. Anyway, close that. And here's how it looks from the other side. Oh, Louie can't get out. Hey bud, you wanna go out? Let's let the chickens out first. We'll let the chickens out, and while we're doing that, why don't we start looking for materials? Hey, Kuda! What's up, girl? Why don't we start looking for materials for our vision board assemblage project? Things that might work. Like I'm gonna probably put some straw and some feathers on mine because I like my chickens. So why don't I grab a feather or two down here. Oh, there's one over there. Reach, got it. Someone coming down? There, got a feather. That's one thing down. All right, Louie, come on, let's go, bud. Come on. Make sure it's unlatched. Hey, look at that, it works. Come on, Lou Dog. Let's go, buddy. So, and that's where I'm saying for you guys and girls, crafts doesn't have to just be period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be your whole life, you know? One day you may need to put a fence or a chicken coop. All very crafty. Or like hang some things you found in the dirt up on your fence. Why not? Anyway, keep on cruising into my this is where I'm gonna find a bunch of my materials. This is where I keep my just garbage cans and stuff. But I know I have some extra wood in here and some random stuff. I do need to clean it, don't judge me, okay? See, recycling, regular, green waste. But all this wood, this is the leftover wood from the corner brackets and you see the corner pieces there from the fence. Here's some more fence post stuff. I'm definitely gonna get some of that. I think I need to find a box to put it in. And then I'll put it in the box. It's kind of chilly out today. Probably gonna work. You know what, the first part of today, I'll work in the house. Second part of today, or second part of this project, I'll work in the shed. Okay, here we are. In my workshop. You guys have been here before. Let's see what we can find. So, we got my workbench kind of put together. Got some nuts and bolts and tools and whatnot. And then I got my kid's workbench because he was making my workbench a mess. don't tell him, but I go to his workbench to get some of my materials because he likes to just take apart all his toys and stuff. And so I might be able to find some stuff on here that I could use. Like here, look at this. Looks like a little board. Oh, look at that, from a calculator. I definitely feel like I could use some of that. Or maybe I can take these apart and make the date. 20, I need another 2. Or I could just do 21. And I can use that for something. Yeah, totes. What do we got in here? Little turtles. All kinds of stuff. You know, and this is it. I'm just kind of like, yup. Look at that. That's pretty cool. We got some little shells. Definitely could use a couple of those. I know I have even more of those actually. And oh, right off the bat, I'm gonna use this box, but I'm not gonna get rid of it when we're done. We came up with an idea. We want to make dinosaur heads out of boxes, but not now. Right now, I'm gonna use this box just to put stuff in, so we could do our assemblage project. I'm gonna throw that in there. I'll throw some of these shells in there. Oh, and we found some beach glass. I'm gonna put some beach glass on my project. I also found a free magazine since I saw you last. I had like a wave on it, so I told you I want to do like some collage on my vision board / assemblage. Let's go back out here for a minute to the, I don't even know what this part is called. What would you call this area of my house? The dirty shed. Ugh. Anyway, let's see what we got in the dirty shed down here. I need some wood. See, these little fence pieces. Probably use some smaller pieces than that. Here we go. See, this is the cutoff piece for the little. You know, this is the initial one I tried. It didn't work, so I had to move the hole over more. And you know, try and error. That's how it is. You're not gonna nail it the first time every time. Maybe a couple times you nail it the first time. Piece of wood. Definitely gonna cut that up and make a little fence. I think this year, for my vision board, I want to make a fence. So I can make a little mini fence with these. I can like glue them together or something. You know, that's cool. This way I'm not running out so much when I'm trying to work with you guys. Oh, and then I got some wood here. Maybe I can use this wood just to work right on top of. It's got a little spray paint on it. My vision board can go right on here, maybe. Maybe. This kind of looks pretty neat. That or cardboard. I'm kind of feeling the plywood this time around. I did cardboard last semester. I like this piece of wood. That one's pretty cool. And what I think I'm gonna do is, this side has a little spray paint at the top, but that's okay. Ooh, I might do it this direction. That looks kind of cool. Those almost look like eyes up there. I'll cover up that. Yep. That's my wood. Nailed it. Nice. Let's take these. What is this? I got some like some metal-y stuff. Not sure. Let's just remember we have that in case we need it. Oh yeah. Look at that. Some mossy stuff. I can make like trees. Totally. Yup, trees. Got it. And then I'll get some sticks. And I'll make little tiny trees and I'll put them on my project. Got the moss, trees, sticks, the whole 9. Cool, cool. All right, back to the shed. Back to the shed. So you guys right now are assembling materials for your vision board, assemblage, collage / project, as am I. I have right now a piece of wood, some materials. Looks like I found some moss for some tree things. I'll have to find some sticks, but I'm not even gonna get that far today, so I'm not too worried about it. I found a little rubber band on the floor. I don't know if I'll use it or not. Cool, yeah. That, and that. Ooh. Ah, and look at this. I got a new tool. A cordless DeWalt impact driver. Want to learn about it? You're gonna. Let's do it. So while you're looking for materials, I'm gonna teach you a little bit about my new impact driver. Let's set it up. Oh, look at this too. This was my son. He got this for Christmas. It's a rock tumbler, and watch this. Give it a little start maybe. Huh? Pretty rad, huh? So there's rocks in there. They're rough rocks. We need to change the grit. That's why it's off right now. But I guess it takes a couple weeks and you get like shiny polished rocks. So that'll be cool. All right, we're still cruising. Let me do that. Let me do that. Yeah. And let me teach you now. If this video is not happening in real time, you can pause and go to the next video about the assemblage vision board for 2021. But I'm just gonna make it a doubler and teach you guys right now about my cordless impact driver made by DeWalt. Now, there are other great brands. Everyone has their own things, kind of like Ford, Chevy, and Dodge. Everyone like kind of has their truck brand they like, or their imported car they think is cool. Same thing goes with tool platforms. I have DeWalt, and so I don't really venture from that, because once you have a tool platform, you have the batteries, and they're all interchangeable, and you have the battery chargers. So when you do start buying your own tools, make sure you pick something you like. Milwaukee, the red ones, those are cool. I like those. I like the DeWalt, those are the yellow ones. Ryobi, those are the blue ones. What else is there? Don't mess with Craftsman. It's not worth it. Those are cheap. Was it Ryobi? No. Makita. Makita are the blue ones. Ryobi are like the orange. And Ryobi, I think, are pretty cheap. I like Makita. I like Milwaukee. And I like DeWalt. I have DeWalt because my friend gave me a DeWalt drill like 20 years ago. His old drill. And it was yellow. I like the color yellow. You can spot them real quick. But that was it. It was just given to me. And that was the first cordless drill I got. And so then when I bought my own, I went to the store and I just grabbed a DeWalt. And that kept going. And then when I bought my own house, my first house, I needed a bunch of tools for working on stuff. And so I just kept buying DeWalt. You can even see in the background. I got a DeWalt hedge trimmer. That big long saw right there, that's a Fiskar. That's, you know, a hand tool. But I like the Fiskar. I think they're Finnish or Swedish or something. They're pretty good gardening tools and axes and whatnot. And then if you look over the side, over here, I got DeWalt vacuum, all this and that. I'm not getting paid by DeWalt right now. Probably should be, but I like their tools. Anyway, I went ahead and finally bought myself an impact driver. I don't know why I haven't had one of these way longer. The deal with an impact driver is you only use this for screws or bolts, and all you can do is fit in the little head for that, as opposed to your cordless drill, okay? Now this has a lot of functions, right? And I think we went over these briefly, but I'm gonna show you how an impact driver will save your thread, your heads on your screws and nuts and bolts because of the mechanism inside the tool. What it does, it's more torquey, but it shoots the torque out and then pulls back, in, out, in, out. And what it does by doing that is it won't strip your screws, okay? You're much less likely to end up with a stripped screw or a screw that drives really deep into a piece of wood. You can control it. Now, most of your cordless will come with a little screw setting, and then you have over here like a clutch system. So the lower the number, the more clutched out it will be, and it won't let you go all the way in, if you remember from our first lesson about cordless drills. And that's all well and good. Whereas an impact driver, I specifically got one that has no speed on it. It's just one speed. It's model number 787. And this one has no speed. It's 28 100 revs per minute, kind of mid-strength. And you just have to like be ready with it when it's ready to stop, but it gives you time. Whereas if you have this on and your clutch isn't set, you don't have time, especially if you're on number 3 on the fast one, it's gonna drive right through. And if it doesn't, and you don't have your clutch set, it's just gonna strip your screws. Let's do a little whatchamacallit, a little demonstration. Give me 2 seconds, I'm gonna get a piece of wood. All right, let's see what we got here. Got ourselves a nice solid piece of wood. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Let's grab another battery. Yup, both charged up. And let me teach you guys why you should most definitely, way sooner than I did, get yourself an impact driver in your toolkit. I literally built half that fence with my drill, and then yesterday I finished off with the impact driver, and it was a dream. So I'll grab a couple bits and see what we got. See, look at this though. I got some Milwaukee bits. They were on sale, and I really like the impact set for these. So I'm gonna put an impact driver in here. Let's go with this here. And the nice thing too, these are easy. You just pop these in here, and it's in. Okay, and then let's grab one for here, for this guy. How about this one? Here we go. Cool. One second, it's jammed in here. There we go. So I got my chuck. These have automatic chucks in them. And there also, get that in there. Not to mention, this is kind of overkill, right? Look at the size of this thing. Like, oh, if I gotta do a couple drills. Now I have a smaller one too, which I've used. This is what I've mostly used in the past for little bits. It's kind of a small cordless drill, but it's still a little front heavy. And compared to the impact driver, it's hard to wield. See this guy? Nice and tight, get into little spaces, beep, 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 beep. And it's just a lot more fun to use. But let me not just tell you about it, let me show you. Let's do a little test here. Okay, let's see what we got. These are a little long. I don't want to go through all the way. I'll waste a couple wood screws for you guys. All right, I got a couple short ones. All right, I like the square heads personally. If you have an option, try these square heads. They are so nice to work with. There's a whole history on like why we have Phillips heads and flat heads and why we don't have square heads, and like patents back in the day when people were trying stuff. But at the end of the day, I really like the way these work as opposed to Phillips. So we'll use these for our test. So let's see here. Pop this guy on here. This is our cordless drill, which don't get me, this thing is amazing. We can talk about, I think we talked about the hammer setting. That makes the drill go up and down while it hammers, and you use that if you're going to concrete or bricks or stucco. And by going up and down with the right drill head, it pulls the material out, kind of like a drill, you know, like you're drilling through the earth. It goes up and down, it lets the material come out while you're drilling. You still want to pull it out every now and then, but it goes up and down while it drills, and so you can, with the hammer setting, you can get through cement and stucco. And then if you're gonna just drill something, see, just drilling something with a drill bit, like drilling wood, you don't have the option for that with your impact driver. So if you can only afford one tool, you should definitely get the regular cordless, the big one, so that you can also drill into cement. Whereas the little regular cordless doesn't have an option for that. All it has is your clutch that goes all the way over to a drill setting. You see that? And then all the clutch systems. But you can't really drill into concrete with this. You can, you gotta push it in, pull it out, push it in, pull it out. But what this does with the internal mechanism, it does it on its own. But right now we're just talking about impact drivers and getting screws into wood, okay? 1, 2. Now, the problem with this guy is, okay, if I have this on the drill bit, on the drill setting, and I forget to change it over to here, or if I change it over to the screw setting, and I have my clutch on, let's see how it works. Okay, here we go. We're on drill. Oh, clutch is on. It's not going far enough. 2. No, I don't want to drop my table, so I'm going to put something underneath us right now. I'll just do it off the edge. Here we go. Okay, so then, say I'm like, oh man, it's not going on that clutch. So let's move the clutch way over and see what happens. And I put this back inside here. Oh, well, there it is. It clutched out way down there. And we got into my piece of wood. It looks pretty good. That took a minute to do that. Let's pull it out for a second. Put it in another spot. And let's say we had it on drill setting. Okay, that's right in the middle there. You see the arrow up top right there, and now it's on drill setting, and we totally forgot, and say I have it on high speed. I'm gonna get this guy in here. Whoa, dude. That drove so far through. It's all the way down there. And it's stuck in there because it's stripped out as well. See it down in there? Shucks, that's super ugly, right? I'd have to put it up on something, maybe up here. Now let me get my impact driver, see if I can get that out with it. Push down. Can't even get that out. Yeah, it's jammed up in there, all stripped out, and the threads pulled through. So let's see number 2. Let's see our impact driver, and this is what I'm talking about. This is the one I was trying to get you guys. I wanted to show you impact driver. Now what this does is, it's very torquey, and then it stops. Torque, stops, torque, stop, torque, stop. And what that does, it gives our bit and our screw a second to recover from every turn. So it's turn, stop, turn, stop, turn. It doesn't go in and out like a hammer. It just turn, stop, turn, stop, turn, stop. And what that will do is, it gives it a second to recover, so it's less likely to strip. And also, when you get it down to the area where you want it, where you don't want it to go any farther, okay? So let's see here, okay? There it is, beautiful. Just sunk slightly down. Okay, and you see how I did? I'll show you a close-up of that. It's really nice. Let's do that again. And it really prevents me from driving too deep. Okay, let's take a look. I'll try to hold this and show you at the same time. Okay, right here, watch this. Ready? Watching? So I like to just kind of, now watch when it gets close. Can you see here? Watch, ready? See it turning slightly? There it is. That's perfect right there. I can kind of just get it to where I want it. See that? Impact driver. Back it out. Again, ready? Can you see that well? I think so. Look at that, beautiful, right in. Get that out, I'm trying to do this one hand. There we go, one more time. Ready? I'm gonna do this one quick, because I wouldn't, try to do it slow, ready? Boom, stop, it didn't drive through too deep. Perfect, just below the surface. Clean, tight, DeWalt impact driver, model number DCF787. Yeah, stoked, super stoked. So that's your impact driver. lesson for today. Screws with square heads, I really like using those. DeWalt cordless hammer, drill, clutched out goodness. Still like this guy a lot, but you can tell the difference. It's just a little unwieldy, a little strong, and there's no way I could make that so perfect time after time if I have only this big drill. So get this in your arsenal. If you only have money for one thing, get this. If you don't even have that much money, but you need something, definitely go with the little one. That's it, you guys. Cordless fun. Now back to assemblage. We got our projects together. I'd like to get started with the backgrounds first. I have my piece of wood. I think I'm gonna do mine on this. That's how I want mine to be, like this, I'd say. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. I have my box of materials. I have my mossy stuff for making trees. I have a magazine inside, and I think what I'll do is I'll pause this video. I'll set up inside, and I'll start the background to my project. Peace!